Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. What I want to talk about today is the recession. Of course, the government, our leaders are coming out saying it's a controlled recession. Well, first of all, I want to be clear on something. There is not such thing as a controlled recession. It's kind of like saying, that train wreck was controlled. A train wreck is a train wreck, people. A dumpster fire is a dumpster fire. And, there's not such thing as a controlled recession. A recession is a recession. And I believe that the recession is coming, or it's here, because last quarter we had a -3 GDP growth. From what I've been reading, from the research I've been doing, we are going to see another -3 GDP growth next quarter. So you've had 2 quarters in a row that reported negative GDP growth, and that qualifies for a recession. So how are we going to get out of this recession? Well, first I said it was tariffs. We've got Doge, or Elon says we need to get out of NATO. I want to touch on that. Of course, I don't want to be political on this channel. This channel is about making money, about my growth. Hopefully you're seeing growth as well. But Elon said we need to leave NATO, the United States. Well, if that happens, that's going to put more strain on the United States. And I'm going to tell you why. We pull out NATO, then the European countries will have to start spending for their own defense. They're going to have to use their money for defense, which everybody's, that's great, they need to do that anyway. Yes, they do. But what's going to happen? Over in Europe, they get free college, free health care, all these free things. Well, what's going to happen? That's going to go to the wayside. Those people are going to have to, the Europeans, what I mean by those people, the Europeans, they're going to have to pretty much foot those benefits for themselves. And the cost of goods, they're going to go up over in Europe. Of course, the United States, we trade with Europe. That's going to cause the cost of labor and just the cost of goods in general, because now companies are going to have to start supplying insurance and all these other benefits to the Europeans. So now when they trade with us, yeah, we have the tariffs on it, but when they trade with us, the Europeans, the cost to us, it's going to go up as well. So we're going to see more inflation. So how are we dealing with inflation? Well, it's with the tariffs. Say, for instance, of course, we just had tariff hikes on China, Canada, and Mexico. Well, we may have before the hikes, we may have had 3% on Mexico, but Mexico in return had 12% on us. Okay, we're going to make it an equal playing field now. That's basically what we did. And those numbers, of course, didn't make sense, but I'm just giving you an example. We've got to see if the tariffs are going to bring the cost of goods down, or is it going to, right now it's creating everything go up. But on the other hand, if the other countries play the game that our leaders that Donald Trump wants, well, they're going to lower prices or the tariffs, and hopefully prices come down. That's what we're hoping for there. Now, another way to deal with that is the stimulus checks. Okay, we've got to be real careful, especially when we're dealing with stimulus, because usually stimulus that creates inflation. Yes, Doge has said, they have said that we're going to give everybody, not everybody, but people who pay taxes and they don't rely on government assistance, $5,000 is what the stimulus is going to be. So, I think they said 790,000 households would qualify for that. I believe what I heard. But anyway, we've got to be careful giving out stimulus money, because we don't want what happened in Germany to take place here with hyperinflation. Of course, you can go through the history books and see that the children over in Germany, they were stacking wads or bricks of money up and playing with money like it was like Lincoln Logs or building blocks. We've got to be real careful when it comes to paying out stimulus when there's high inflation. The golden age, they said here, it comes with a recession first. And if they do give out the stimulus checks, of course, that's expected to make the economy boom, because people's going to be investing that money. Some people that will receive it, they will be paying off bills, but others will invest. And in some other videos I showed where after the government gave stimulus, that the markets begin to climb because of people investing. But I don't want to make this all doom and gloom. I do want to look here. Today alone, the NASDAQ suffered the worst day since 2022 with a $1 trillion loss. That's just the NASDAQ. If you look at the Russell, the Dow Jones, the S&P, I think there was an additional $700 billion that was lost in those markets as well. So altogether, we're looking at a $1.7 trillion loss today. Yes, that's bad, but it's also good. I want to show you why I say that it's good. And I don't mean losing 1.7 trillion is good, and I'm not saying that. But the overall markets, it's like $44 trillion. Now, that's not counting the crypto markets. But I want to bring something to your attention. That $1.7 trillion, look, that's Bitcoin and Ethereum being wiped totally out. If $1.7 trillion is lost, could that be gained? Absolutely. That $1.7 trillion can be gained in a day. Now, what they, if you look at XRP, I'll talk about XRP here in a second. I don't have any of my analytics up or graphs up. Right now, the key resistance or key support of XRP is $2 and I think it's 3 cents. And if we drop below that, we could go completely down to $1. What do you think is going to happen if XRP goes to $1? I tell you what I'm going to be doing. I am going to be buying a boatload of XRP, because remember, you have the SEC lawsuit. If that cancels, it's going to go up to $20 easily once those ETFs are rolled out. Of course, that's the last little grip of hope that we have with XRP, is that lawsuit being canceled, and those ETFs rolling out. So once again, easily $1.7 trillion could be pumped back into the crypto markets, or even the stock markets. Excuse me. Now, some great news coming out of Texas. Texas, in their House, they approved to create their own reserve. And basically what they're going to be doing, they're going to be buying up $500 billion of Bitcoin. That's, well, even here it says other cryptocurrencies. So from an article I read earlier, it just said Bitcoin, but here it has other currencies. So if they're investing in 500 billion, and this article does not have it, you can look it up yourself, but what they're going to do, $500 million a year is what they're going to be investing in, as long as it doesn't overtake any other social programs. They're going to invest in $500 million a year over the course of 10 years to get that $500 billion. That's what Texas is doing, and other states. There's like 20 other states that have said, yes, we are going to move forward and start our own crypto reserve. So that's a little bit of good news coming out of today. So anyway, that's what I have for you. Remember, it's not doom and gloom right now. It's a time to buy, and that's what yours truly is doing. I am buying crypto. I am buying stocks. So I want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor. Little disclaimer: do your due diligence before you invest. Only afford to invest what you can lose. I am not responsible for any gains or losses. So with that being said, I hope you have a great day, and remember to treat each other like you want to be treated. And until next time, I'll see ya.